first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Prescott now from the 50. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go to Elliott again. Evades him at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And an alley to run. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Wilson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run with Elliott. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And able to find Graham. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And his kick is right through. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a handoff looking right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now Prescott. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Elliott running right. And some room to work. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Final play of the half. Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson lets this one rip toward Graham. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. It's caught, block it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is knocked down from the side. Looks to be right around the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. In motion here is Witten. And the play clock's running down. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the first carry here for Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, that's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his second touchdown on the season. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Wilson looking to throw on second down. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now Prescott. Right side complete to Butler. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. On third down, that's Elliott, able to power through. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The offense on third down tonight. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now here's a carry heading left. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. One last shot now for Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it? It
is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.